So kind of a loaded question. There's a lot going on here. What I would just basically do, there's a couple things that I would say. A couple things. Practice. Practice, practice. I think every single test and exam that I am aware of has some sort of like practice test or study guide. Just you got to practice going through the problems. You got to go through those motions. I'm like, even my students, we're doing a pre-calculus. I'm giving them a mock exam. Like they have a review. They have a review of 108 questions that they're going to do. And then I'm going to give them a practice review, which is another 36 questions. So, I mean, they're going to be like mathed out, right? But it's a very important, like when you're getting into this testing format, and again, like it's the necessary evil. I'm not 100% on board with everything on what you guys have to go through for testing. But I want to, people want to know, hey, I know it's high stakes. I know you guys have a lot riding on your scores and your grades and stuff. So to give my students the best leg up in, competing against other students and other, schools in the district, I'm going to make sure that they get in the work that they need, right? It's one thing to learn, which is great, but you got to put in the practice. And then I also think it's really important to spiral review. So one thing that's kind of hurt me this year was just, with the amount of homework. But I always like to, once we've learned something, I don't want to just like, don't forget about it till the end of the year. Like I always like to add in problems. So if you don't have an exam for another couple weeks, I'd recommend start doing like 1 or 2 problems. Go back to chapter 1, go back to chapter 2, quarter 1, quarter 2. Just pick like 2 or 3 problems and just start doing them now, just to start remembering what you previously learned. I think it's some really, really important for you guys to be able to do that. So I would say practice and spiral review. Okay.